On the line with us is Wendell Potter. Wendell Potter is a former health insurance executive. He's the author of Deadly Spin and Obamacare, What's in It for Me? And these are books, and is a regular contributor to the Huffington Post and healthinsurance.org. Wendell, welcome back to the program.
Tom, thanks very much. Glad to be back.
Great to have you with us. There's a bunch of stuff going on that has to do with healthcare that I wanted to get you on and talk with you about. The first is open enrollment has opened. The second is I had a call. Actually, let me start with the second, if I can. I had a caller earlier who said that he was watching C-SPAN this morning, and caller after caller after caller was calling in going, my Obamacare rates are going up and my deductibles are going up and I can't afford it anymore, so I'm going to pay the penalty and opt out. And I smelled a rat. I assumed either the caller to me or all those callers to C-SPAN were what, in the radio business you call program callers, people who are paid to call in and say things. Or is it true that, large numbers of people's Obamacare rates are going up and it's pissed them off and they're bailing out?
I guess some people are probably pissed off because some rates have gone up. There's no doubt about that. But it varies across the country and market to market. And a lot of people will find that they can get coverage cheaper at a lower price than what they currently are paying. Some people will find that the plans that they're in, they will get an increase. But what I would encourage everyone, if they've been told that their rates will go up, to go and shop the marketplace, because they may not be in the best plan to start with. And you can choose, you can look to see if there might be an option that would be better for you. But keep in mind, too, that rates have been going up for years and years and years. For years before Obamacare was passed, rates were going up. And even when I was in the insurance industry back, and I left it in 2008, insurers were shifting more and more of the cost of care from them to individuals through high deductible plans. That was a strategy that the insurance industry started many years ago, and their long-term strategy is to move every one of us into a high deductible plan. So it really has nothing to do with Obamacare. It's a strategy that the insurance industry started a long time ago. It's just regrettable, in my view, that we have to deal with insurance companies at all, but that's just the way the world is right now.
Well, there's three kind of health insurance worldviews in the political marketplace right now, to the best of my knowledge, and correct me if you know of some that I don't. You've got Senator Sanders, who's saying that we should go to Medicare for all, a national single-payer healthcare system. Everybody, we should just drop the eligibility age for Medicare to 0, and everybody can just, get Medicare. The second is the Hillary Clinton position, which is that Obamacare is fine. It just needs to be tweaked a little bit and made more efficient. The third, it appears to be the Republican position, which is to hell with Obamacare, get rid of Obamacare, no more Medicaid for working poor people, and health savings accounts. Maybe. I mean, this is Ben Carson's talking about this. Everybody gets $5,000 a year, and if you get cancer, tough luck. But hey, if you need a hangnail removed, you're in good shape. What do you think?
Well, you're exactly right. And if Ben Carson's HSA is now $5,000 a year, he's being generous, much more generous than he was just a few days ago, because he had been promoting putting everyone in a health savings account. In fact, starting at birth and under Carson Care, he would have us all set up with an HSA, but we wouldn't have access to insurance that we know as we know it now. We would get $2,000 a year every year.
$2,000?
$2,000.
Oh, $2,000. Okay, $2,000. Okay, I had the number wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
$2,000 a year. And but you wouldn't get all that much money. A third of it would go toward buying what he refers to as a catastrophic health insurance plan. So a third of $2,000, Tom, I want to tell you, will not buy you a catastrophic plan. I don't know what he's smoking, but it's something really, really good.
Or really, really bad.
Oh, really, really bad, because health savings accounts, they've been around for a long time. He says that he's thinking out of the box, but health savings accounts have been a Republican favorite for many, many years, and they work. They're good for rich people who are well-to-do, who have enough money, disposable income, to put a few bucks into a health savings account. So a surgeon
who earns $500,000 a year, a health savings account's a perfect thing for him.
Exactly, but his patients would be in really bad shape. You can just imagine how much he has charged for his services over the years. Right. Can you imagine if you had $2,000 in your health savings account and you had to have surgery? That's not going to get you very far. So under his scheme, probably almost all of us would wind up in bankruptcy court at some point in the future.
Wow. So
of the other options, Hillary Clinton, she's being pragmatic here. It's good that she is seeing that there are some things that need to be changed about Obamacare or improved. I certainly would second that. But I would suspect that she probably would just look to try to tweak the law to improve it where she can, right. Which is better than going backwards for sure. Right. Bernie Sanders, my heart's with him. I think that what we do need is Medicare for all. The political realities are that we would really have to not only elect Bernie Sanders, but a lot of like-minded people to Congress before that can happen. I don't think that's an impossibility, but you just have to consider the politics of the way the country is right now.
Right. I had a caller earlier, Paul in Woodinville, who called up and said that back in '93, when Hillary Clinton was putting together Clinton Care, or Hillary Care, I guess they called it, that the Republicans, including Chuck Grassley, introduced into Congress a piece of legislation. The acronym was HEART, H-E-A-R-T, and it was basically Obamacare. It was the Heritage Foundation proposal that Mitt Romney went on to put into place in Massachusetts, and it was to stop Hillary Care because Hillary Care was increasingly looking like single-payer health care. Is that an accurate portrayal of history?
It really is. Although Hillary Care, it was a much more progressive healthcare reform legislation or act than Obamacare was. It wouldn't have been single payer. We would still have dealt with insurance companies. They had embraced something at the time that was being called managed competition, but still we would have had insurance companies. Yes, but you're right. The Republicans didn't like it, and so they introduced their own plan, which, as you said, is almost exactly what we have now. It included a requirement that we all have to buy insurance from private insurance companies. And it's the heart of Romney Care and the heart of Obamacare, although the Republicans today would like to forget that.
Yeah, especially the Romney part of it. Yeah. It's remarkable. The other, and after the break, we'll get into the sign-up periods and what that all means and why and how. But the other thing I've heard is that I've read this in several places, that a number of nonprofit health co-ops were set up in the Obamacare system in various states, and a lot of them are going bankrupt, particularly in New York State. Is that true? And if so, why? We have about a minute before the break, by the way.
Yeah, they're going out of business. I think about 9 of the 23 have had to cease operations, and it's because they didn't have much of a chance to start with. And I wrote about that, and we can talk about that maybe after the break. But they were kind of set up to fail. They didn't get enough funding, and it's awfully hard for a new insurance entity to make it in competition with these giant for-profit insurance corporations like the one I used to work for. Yeah.
So. Not-for-profit co-ops is just a wonderful way to go.
It is.
How do we encourage them?
Well, sign up for them. But the problem is, even the big insurance companies have not been making money so far on the Obamacare plans because they're just now beginning to figure out what the marketplace is like.
Is that why they're jacking up prices?
Yeah, it's exactly right.
But why is their stock going up so much?
Because they can. They don't have to.
Because they've got monopoly power, essentially. Exactly. Okay, we're talking with Wendell Potter. We'll be right back. Stick around. Wendell Potter, former health insurance executive, author of Deadly Spin and Obamacare, What's in It for Me, a regular contributor to the Huffington Post and healthinsurance.org. We'll be right back.